I'm here with Anthony tonight. I've got Steve on the camera, and we're going to finish off the series about striking from clinch. This tonight is about the controls that's best to have to land those meaningful shots, those ones that might finish the fight. We've already looked at opportunistic shots, shots when you're spoiling to move up the ladder, in other words, to move from being neutral into getting control. Now we're looking about controlling and finishing. So when I'm with Anthony, there's three things that I've got to think about. For a start, let's start off by actually thinking where we were. Clinching, usually my feet in a position where my elbows can touch in, and I'm here. I'm in this range. I can move closer and I can move out as long as I'm manipulating him. We're not talking about being here. So we're in this sort of position. Now, there are three things I've got to be able to cover in order to hit him well. The first one is I need to be able to remove his guard. So his guard is anything in the way. If I'm here, look, all this is in the way, and I might move his guard by flowing round it. Can you see how I've flowed around it? I might move his guard by weakening a shoulder, and I can strike him. I might move his guard by pushing that side to weaken this side to hit him. This is fairly fundamental flow movement to move it. If I've got a position like this and I've moved it to here and this hand's grabbing me here, I need to free this up to be able to strike here. I've got a hold of him, but I've got no way of getting through. So I'm going to move it out of the way to hit him. I've removed his guard. The second thing I need to be able to consider is being in a better position than him. And usually this is referred to having a better angle. I mean, I could have a better position by being on top here. But normally it's my nose pointing to a bit of him, where his nose is pointing away. So just for the camera, would you change your feet around, Anthony? Just do Southpaw for me. So if I'm here like this, like so, and I get to here in my clinch, and I move to this side, can you see what's happened is, I've got a better position. But if his hand's up, I still can't hit him. I've got a better position and I might get a shot off, but I won't get a meaningful one yet because I've only got one control. Just a little bit like moving the guard out of the way. I've got one control, I might get a bit of a shot off, but it's not going to be one that's necessarily going to finish. So I've got to start combining. So I might combine these two together. I might come in and I might change the position and remove the guard. But can you see how now I've got a much better shot here? And we've actually started to move towards the third control. And the third control is controlling his structure of his body or his balance. So when I talk about his structure, I'm talking about something that stops him from using his power. Can you see I've controlled his structure here? So me moving to there is control his structure. It means it affects his balance. I might control his balance by pushing and pulling. So instead of doing that, I might decide that I'm going to just push him here. Can you see he's gone onto his heels? This is called floating. So I'm here, I float him, I can hit him with some meaningful shots. I might decide from here, I'm going to load him. Can you see I've loaded him into that leg there? If I load him into that leg, he can't defend something like a knee when I throw it in. So these controls, in addition to moving the guard out of the way, getting a better angle, loading allows a really good shot. I may go to an underhook position here. Can you see this position I've got here? Sorry, Steve, I did that right quickly until that actually tell you. But can you see I've got this position here? Can you see how he's no longer able to defend? No guard, no posture, meaningful shots, whichever I do. Now, of course, Anthony's not going to just stand there. It's not going to happen that easily. I've got to learn to flow around these controls. So the trick is to always try and maintain two, and then when you hit the third, you hit the strike. So for example, if I might get to here, I might have a Russian position. Can you see this position, look? I've got this here, look. At the moment, I haven't got his guard out of the way, but I've got a better position. I'm going to break his structure. You see the structure is broken there? I'm going to remove his guard, bang, straight away. See how that affects him? I might then float him, and I might do the whole thing again. So I've got some control over him. When you do these, try and work for 2 to 3 controls. It's worth it. There are lots and lots of them. But really, this is something you might have to work out yourself. I hope you enjoyed the video. That's going to be my last one. We did the exiting in the first one. I did say in video 2 that we'd do exiting again, but we covered that in the first one. And we'll do something fresh next week. Have a great day.